The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of PGGM Internet Radio and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests are the views of the individuals expressing them and may not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, or the station.
You're tuned in to the Talking Points Talk Show with your host, the Princess of Radio, Evangelist DJ Renee, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. That the Lord has done. Help me, yes, He can. Oh, yes, He can. Help me. Oh, another day. That the Lord, yes, He kept me. Oh, yes, He kept me. And He kept me from all evil. With my mind, with my mind, stay. Jesus, Jesus, another day. Let the Lord He kept me. He kept me. Trials of life sometimes knock you down. Confusion, confusion and frustration override. Try hard, yes, sir. Keep my head beautiful one. And it's been hard to find. I'm working hard to find till the storm of life is over. Lord, I want to thank you for another day. Lord, you kept me. You kept me through danger, seen and unseen. Sometimes I'm worried, Lord. Lord, you kept me. Lord, you kept me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Food, talking talk show with your host, Evangelist DJ. All right, y'all. Do this so we don't have fun, and we something to affect that that is on you.
Now, there's somebody here who need the Lord on your journey. I'll let you know. All you got to do is tell me this right here. Come and see about me. Come and see about me. I need love. Come and see about me. Yeah. Living a life. It's all right. And I know what come and see about me. Yeah. When you get in trouble, Lord, I need you. God, I need you.
Lay down with a dream, Lord, that's all right. That's all right. Don't have time to worry. The Bible said, take no thought for tomorrow, which is tomorrow. Brother, you don't have to tell him if I went to love. Wake up in the morning. That's all right. Traveling through, and when my load gets so heavy, I look to him, and I can say one thing. I got to keep on loving this. I got to hold on. Daddy, I want you to know I'm on my way. I'm on my way. There's somebody out there. You are a witness. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Good God, the Bible says it's gonna be all right. We ask it from the body. It's gonna be all right. To be praised, it's gonna be all right. With the Lord, it's gonna be all right. I got it. It's gonna be all right. Just when I think I'm Weary days, it's hard to break. I know. Hold on, keep the faith. Don't give up, stay in the race. I know. It's gonna be Look at somebody saying, I know it will. I know it will. Yes, it will. I don't care what you're going through. God is working around for you. I know it will. He will bring you out. He'll never I met a man some years ago, and found out everything he did. He was talking to me. I want the world to know that he's sweet. I know. Jesus. He's so sweet. Storm clouds may rise, and with storms there's always strong wind. But I made the vow to the Lord, and I said, I'll tell it. Yes, I will. I'm gonna tell him just whatever I agree. I want the whole wide world to know that I found the Savior one day. And he's so sweet. That's one thing I know. Jesus, Sweet Jesus, the sweetest name I know. On every day with Jesus, sweeter than the day before. That's why I love you. Yes, I do. I love you more and more because every day with you, we people. I found the thing he's so sweet. He's sweet, sweeter than the day before. Sweet Jesus, the most precious name I know. I'm glad His grace and His mercy is with me wherever I go. It's sweet, y'all. If you know it's sweet, you always leave your hand. It's so sweet, y'all. Jesus loves me. So Jesus, so gentle and so mild. He's the one, y'all.
Hey, babe, we got wars and rumors of wars. Earthquakes in Irish places. Mothers will get stolen. Fathers will get sons. I believe God is trying to tell all Jesus. It may be in the morning. It may be right when noon. Nobody knows the day, nor the hour when you come. So don't let me get you with your work undone. He's coming, interrupt my night. So we better meet you, make you your true. Look, the Lord is from my heaven, shouting, no, you're not here at home. Begging you, don't let me take you with your thunder. Even long the waves of Noah, they were drinking, eating, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that the flood came. Hey, tell them about it. In the days of Noah, they were all having a mighty good time. You told me that they always know the Friday night began to rain. Everybody wanted to go. Back then it was too late. Though they had already closed the door. He's coming.
So the moral of the story is we always back. But none of us knew the day nor the hour that we could back. He needs us to be ready. Let's go. You better be ready. You better be ready. You better be ready. We better you. Please be ready. Nobody knows the thing on the hour. The Lord will. You better make sure you got your thing. See, nobody knows the thing on the hour. Will the Lord and back. He came from the morning. We don't know when it's coming back. But one thing we know for sure, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. If I could say one word, could say one word, wait, he been good, good to me. The other day, when danger was around me, couldn't say one word, yeah, wait, if I could say one word, if I say one word, wait, talk about even good, good to me. I just can't forget what it did at Calvary. Couldn't say one word, yeah, wait, couldn't talk when you went to Calvary. You shed your blood. You shed for me. That's why I'm standing here on your word. I know your word. If I couldn't say one word, when you've been good to me, kept me a long time, and you still keep me now. I won't abandon because you've been good to me, Lord. You've been good to me, Lord. I love you. I remember in 1995, I like to lost my mom. But ain't God good, y'all? Ain't God good, y'all? Oh, my mom was dead. But mom was dead. My uncle called me on the phone. He said, your mama doing just fine. See, I ain't nothing but a mama boy. I love my mama. My mama been good to me. See, I can't talk about that, but my mama is good. The doctor said my mama can't stay in a wheelchair. She's wrong. But my mama moved up out of that wheelchair and only 3 months. Somebody ought to get Ain't God good? Ain't God good? Ain't God good? When they want me up this morning, all I did was wave my hand. When they put food on my plate, all I did was wave my hand. When they put a roof over my head, all I can do is say, if I could say one word, I'll tell where it's all been. Come on, get up. Come on. We feel good in this place. Let's go on and check out of here. Listen, if you want,
Yes, he will. I'm gonna keep on praising God, and I won't give the devil the time of day. On praising God, I won't give the devil the time of day. Won't give him the time. You know I've done so many wrong, but I got to keep on giving God the praise. Yeah, yeah. I put the name on me a long time ago. He told me to trust the Lord right now. Trust our Lord. He said, Lord, I love you. For all our sins, he paid the price. I used to stay out all night long, doing my own thing. Folks said I'd never amount to nothing. I gotta keep on praising God. I won't give the people time. That old hammer going on. That old city. Let us all feel down and Jesus, thank you.
I got a bath, I want to sleep like you be. Oh, hello. How you doing, sweetie? Hello. See you this morning. Girl, I've been kind of off track again this morning. Yeah, I forgot to put it around on this house. Actually, I'm on the Talking Truck show, uh, but I was just doing something for a while. They don't be ready early anyway. I said, most of the people that come in don't be ready for 8 o'clock. So, uh, or something like that. So I just let the music play while I do some things, and then I come back over there and get prepared for my people. Uh, Like the see, you came out the shoot like real early, um, very early. Good morning, Lord, I love the shoot.
Good. Yes, it's 20.
And I know no Rose don't like to say where she's at, but are you on the 7:20 time or you on the 9:20 time on the 10:20 road? Oh, okay, okay.
It's like
Oh, okay.
9:22.
Maybe that's not you that don't like the location. Okay, it was somebody on here that didn't understand the area for you. Anyway,
Uh, yeah, like somebody really wants.
come on now. People know how to do all kind of things with these computers and these websites and all that stuff. So they'll find out if they want to know. And if you got any kind of extra pictures or anything on your profile or on your page, they can dig enough if they just want to know.
Yeah, you mean like you might be here and they can put a picture and Google it. Right.
Yeah, either on this sites, if you got any pictures of anything, they can find you. And then even voice detection. And then my thing about it, people who real good at these apps, they could go on their phone and try to pinpoint you right where you at.
You didn't look at my Facebook page.
I didn't get a chance to, how I like this, so I didn't get a chance to really look at that what you wanted me to read. But I did look at the page. I looked, but I didn't get to do anything with it. I looked, and then when you told me, I looked, and my intention, I saw what you had followed through, but I'm gonna have to go back again, and I'm gonna have to remember what it's under. I have over, I don't know how many thousand friends and followers, so I'll have to make sure the borrow those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Uh, she was telling me something about the technology stuff that she wants me to check out. Because it was something we were talking about. What were we talking about that day? What were we talking about that you let me check that technology? You don't
Yeah,
remember?
the name of the website, www.
Right. I don't know exactly what we might have been talking about, but those check out and stuff. Well, first of all, we always talk about the voting and stuff, and don't go out into vote, don't vote, and those know I don't like it, but it's her prerogative, it's personal reasons. But like I said, I have absolutely no reason, not to vote. Especially we need to know what's going on in society, and we need to have a voice in it. So whatever way for people to listen has got something to do with what's going on with politics and stuff like that. But
And how I don't know, but I just know either non-voters or people who vote do they understand what they're voting and it's fine. If they understand, they vote.
we always said on panel last night, yeah, no vote, is a vote for the wrong candidate. No vote makes sure the candidate that you want get in. So no vote.
It was so what I do know, a lot of young people don't understand where we came from, how we got here,
Well, you talking about okay, but Miss Should, when you say that, a lot of BLK people don't understand where the black people come from, how they get. But let me
No,
say,
no, I mean, this is, I can say, it's running more efficient than it has been in years. And it puts systems in place and things in place to protect the average American. And you start messing around with it, and this now it was a reason that leadership say for different departments that things, different things that you need or make the country run, we have to have regulatory systems in place because people misuse them, abuse them, and uh, to dismantle will put us back. I know that there's nobody to tell a good company who cannot put it was if you're not going to tell them who cannot drop their hazardous material in community, they're going to do that. And it was a reason why we put those systems in place because those things were harmful to everybody. And so now with dismantling and the young people didn't understand these things. So there's so much regulation for you when you got people. I'm sorry.
yeah, when you're dealing with when you're dealing with society, you have to have regulations because, like I say, yeah, I wish it didn't have that you have to you had to put in affirmative action.
Right.
I wish it wouldn't have had to be that you have to make sure that the workforce is equally employed, like with so many BLK people. And now we have to not only look at BLK people, it's not just about the BLK people, it's about the anything that's other than white, tea, and black. And that means the American Indian, that means the American Mexican, that means the American Chinese,
Right.
the American, all of them. Everybody ought to be now. I don't know how it works. Y'all might be talking about it. We talk a lot about the minority, so that's what it is. All of these are minorities. But I hear other people say, I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. So help me out. That's why I got this talk show every day because I want to know, and some other information want to know. What is actually, uh, I think I heard Bella Butters say, I'm not sure, but that the white tea people, if you really look at it now, just straight up like, and, and, and I don't even know how to say that because all of them and everybody I know, when I talk to people, and I'm just curious about stuff like that. I may ask them what are they mixed with because nobody is pure nothing. So some of them have they have Irish blood, they have England blood, they have Italian blood, all kind of blood, but they still consider to be white tea. So there's nobody, there's no solid color, and then when it comes to us, you know, white tea, Indian, um, uh, South Africa, and South Jamaica, which is just black. If you ask Jamaica, dark skin, and African dark skin is just black, and Haiti, dark skin is just black. So, I mean, it's so much, but I'm saying that to say that there's something I'm trying to get at as far as this color thing. But we have to do black, or we have to do no. Okay, I heard better about the thing. I think she said that there's only 16% white tea people in the world, or something like that. Is that correct or something? But then I started when I started naming all those other places because I did Argentina, you got Europe, and in Europe, are they mostly white tea people, descendants of Europe before the blacks and all the other colors went there? What was really originated out of you when we say
You know,
European?
I think in this day and time, it's really not about that. It's about free. It's about economics. I believe it's about it's about the movement of it, but it's also about free and people are moving more and literally to franchise something else to accomplish their goal about India. It's a little get benefits, but this Congress out our our the way we operate. And so they're willing to do anything and everything to people, not necessarily a color, but people to achieve that goal. And so I think the part of it is there, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be because we are so mixed up now. But it's all about finances. We might not the that's my
Okay, I got that part. But I'm saying, I guess I'm saying when it really comes down to the white tea supremacy, and when it comes down to the white tea supremacists being the few at the top that have all the money that seems to control everything and seems to be wanting to be in power. But and while I'm thinking about this, what's coming to my mind, so my mind go 100 miles an hour, is the suppression of the votes and stuff. Because um, with her saying 16%, and when we come to the United States, you know, I used to feel, sometimes when you look around, I was under the impression that the United States had more white people than anything in it, that we are all still outnumbered by them because
no. You got we're gonna just use some small numbers. You got two husband and wife. Right? They go get 100 slaves and work here. 100 of us, right? It's up to two of them. So they brought us around. We definitely, but because of the way the mind, those slave still functions in that manner, but the greed that's thinking this motion. We outnumber, if you figure how many blacks they brought over here as slaves. Then you got or we were already here, Indians, we were already here. We are the path, the first controls the behavior and the way your lifestyle is dictated. So the it's unfairness and justice is the inequality of allowing other people to achieve that status. They're only allowing certain people and a few people that can obtain loans or build homes or patent things. So it's the greed that drives the engine, drives the whole train. The finances drive the whole train.
so
So yeah,
now that was good. That was good thought and talk, Mama Sue. It really was. However, still just looking at Hammond where I live, I'm gonna have to do a research on the population because I don't know. Now we might outnumber them, but I don't believe in the beginning that they had enough of us to outnumber them, even when they. And I know what you said about the people that was already here, the natives and stuff. Um, I and I know what you said about the finances, about trying to, like you were saying, trying to get from the children. That's what it's all about. This in the educational system, because too many of us getting degrees, too many of people that are not them being able to be powerful, other than in the rap. Then you got the football players, you got the entertainers that's got plenty of money that's getting up there in the top percentage. But at the same time, I don't know because like even in the schools when I went to school, you couldn't really have all BLK school. Um, you still, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see because that
They
might.
instill fear and doubt and
No, I'm trying to see the numbers. I'm concerned about the numbers because see, even with that, like if there was a civil war to start, I mean a civil war or whatever. But it's at a point now with the crazy stuff they're doing. It could be some major trouble. And if we outnumber them, that's some serious stuff. I'm talking about across
yeah,
the
numbers.
because across the whole United States because there are states. My husband said uh, his late brother used to drive trucks, and like when you go up there in the desert states and places like probably I don't know about Iowa, out there in the west, he went through some towns that you didn't have BLK people in there at all. They were all white areas. It's
Yeah,
like,
but those,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, and that you go through white and it's all black. You can go through Compton, it's black and Latino.
Well, now, from what I'm understanding about California, it is. That's why the Republicans can't really win California. But that's just California, where I know may outnumber them in the masses up in certain cities. I don't know about the whole California, but certain cities. But I guess I would have to do a research from city to city to see what the population is of the report. But see, a lot of people ain't even reporting because I don't like to do the census because I feel like and I don't like how people can pull your name up and know everywhere you done stayed and maybe even come like you were saying, come and get you get you if they want to because you know the census and they
Yeah,
know.
you work, got social security number. People can find you. But I'm gonna go on hold and I'm gonna Google the number break down in just white and blacks in America.
Do that.
Okay, but
Do that.
okay.
Do that. I want you to do that.
I kind of feel, and I may be wrong, but I kind of
Well,
feel like
welcome in, first of all, my love.
you know, get together, like, and show.
Thank you for being
Uh,
here. Go ahead.
feel like it's just the day when they do for all these places over. Wasn't it, it seemed to me it's like for every property, it was 10 to 1. You had 10, I don't like that word, but servants. You had 10 servants for every YT person.
Okay. Okay.
So, with that manner of thinking, the way they portrayed that time, obviously, we're the government.
According to what you're saying, and according to what Sister Strig is saying, that would be. However, at that time when they were outnumbered, and the same thing when they came over and the Indians was here, and from what I see on the Western movies and the old movies, they always had pop pop pop, and that was the biggest thing. Like now, everybody have pop pop. Everybody. Popeyes. But at that time, they were the only one who had the big Popeyes, and so they were able to keep people in shape and keep them keep them bound because they had the Popeyes holding over them. And I believe even when they went over there to try to capture, they always had the Popeyes. And I don't know if we had not even invented Popeyes over in Africa or what have you when they went to get it. But then, when they show you the movies, it's like they took some of the ones that they already had over there to help run and catch. Because, most of the time, white people, according to the way it looks, statistically, they cannot outrun us and stuff like that. So they would have some other, because somebody tried to share that with me when they were saying that our people, the one went and captured us over there. Well, what you think? Somebody got a Popeye over their head, and these are the people who already got them in bondage and using Popeyes and standing by with Popeyes all the time. What you think? You think they're not gonna go in and capture another slave or go and run behind and capture somebody to put their clothes to when they got whips and they have Popeyes? I don't get me wrong. I know a lot of them lost their lives whether they had Popeyes or not. Because you had somebody that was of the melanated people that just was going to take so much, and after so much, they were going to retaliate and probably hurt them somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure a lot of them,
Human nature to defend yourself and push back your gut, and they would abuse that.
right, some, and some was,
Not saying the clear that
if you're not scared to get, if you're not scared to get out of here.
so much.
Right, yeah, because if you want that you decided, like the old slave song saying, I'd rather be something resting in my grave than to be a slave. That song comes from slavery. They said they'd rather be gone. They'd rather be out of here. And they took them chances and they got them a few. And some of them, look, I might go down, but I'm going to get me a few while I'm going down. You know what I'm saying? Because to teach them a lesson or what have you. But anyway, so, and and people don't like to talk about this because they feel like it makes their race look some kind of way. No, it don't make your race look no kind of way. It makes the people who did it look some kind
When I found, am I in here? Just one second.
of way. You in here?
Hold on. Okay, so it's cut off. I can't make it any smaller, but there's 13% was black, non-white, Hispanic, not, not 20. I don't believe these numbers are correct.
So the white,
Like
so the white is 58. The white they saying 58%.
28 is 20 is 20. I can't see it. It's 20. I was trying to tell you when I memorized. It's 20 something percent, 20%. But like you said, people don't do the census.
Right.
So I don't believe
That's
it's
accurate.
accurate. But it's accurate, right? Because I don't either. I don't know that it means if they're accurate, they provide for your state, but they don't know how to do it.
Right, right. And so that's why I used to do it. Wait a minute, Lily, that's why I used to do it. And on top of that, they need to know. See, that's what I was getting at earlier too. I wish we didn't have to do all that dividing the races, but in order to treat uh, and be considered a minority that can get the extra help. They say when you do the census, they can put certain money up in that state if they have maybe uh, more minorities who in need or different stuff like that. If the BAK are in there, maybe that'll make the state get more money. And if you don't do the census, you don't get the correct funding for the city or the funding for the state. So that used to be a main thing where I used to like to do it. And the only other thing would make me like to do it is like when we have our for my mama's dad, my cousin, she does research and go all the way down to who was in the house with who at this time to kind of like uh, research the descendants. Especially we have to do that because by BK people mostly being enslaved and maybe sold off uh, and they don't have a record probably of their marriages going all the way back to the 1600s and 1700s. So many times the husband was taken from the wife, or the wife was taken from the husband and sold off, children sold off. You know, we had no kind of rights. We just did any kind of way. So a lot of times we got some of us cannot research no further back than like maybe like my grandmother, for instance. Her daddy came out of Georgia somewhere, and they had not north, and then he came down to Mississippi, and it was only him. Her grandmother, her grandfather, or whoever that might have been, whoever they master might have been, she have no recollection of that. Only thing she knows of that is her dad. And when her daddy came, he asked for her mama hand, which you know today is time we don't do that. My grandmother said she was she was told you better go somewhere, but that's the way they did it. Her mom was only 15, I think, and he was 27, and he asked her dad for her hand. But that's her daddy, but she have no idea what his roots is. All we know is he was a Dorton, and we probably could research that and try to find out who he was. We know his name was Louis Dorton, and my mama knew him well. When he passed out, she had just had me. She couldn't even go to the service because she had just had me. But that was my grandmother's father. But who his mom, how far back my grandmother might have knew her grandmother's name or whatever, but that would be some deep researching to figure out who his mom was and who his dad and who his dad. So, and that's with us. So that's how far we go back, which is
I don't know relevant in comparison, but my son looked up on Find a Grave online, and it'll show you the headstone with the names of the couple, and you can click on the individual names, and it will tell you their parents and their siblings, and then you can click on that and go back and keep going back.
but when
It's
it
just strange that
but when it comes to us though,
1400, and it ends there when we go to the United States on my side.
right? See, that's what I'm saying.
My husband back just through finding graves. By the way, just looking up graves workers.
Okay, but that's on the
1800, and is when someone came from overseas here.
okay.
And
So
if you know of markers that have dates on them, you could look up find a grave and click on the picture and click on the name, and it'll take you backwards.
but Liz, did you hear what I said? My grandfather came working. My great grandfather, that's my grandfather, so that's my mama's grandfather. So that's my great grandfather. But I don't know how we can. I mean, I'm sure it's a record. His name is Louis Jordan. And I'm sure there's a record since we know that he was in the Georgia area, and then he was my mama might can remember a little bit, he was in the Atlanta area. But my grandmother, I used to ask her questions. But anyway, however it was, he came himself, none of his relatives, none of his mama, none of his none of his sisters and brothers. He came down through Mississippi. My grandmother was in Magnolia, Mississippi. Her mom was in Magnolia, Mississippi. Now her mother was a part of the Addison family, and her mother's dad was her dad was had white teeth. His dad was white. Now, who his dad being white was, I didn't get that from knew that his we knew his name was one of them named my mama got the names. One of them name was Pat, one of them name was something else, and I know if I really talk to my mama, she probably can give me a little bit more. So that's why I thought we go back with her. But I'm sure it goes on back. But I'm saying with my grandfather, when he came, he never went back. So whether his mother was deceased and it was a grave, we would have to probably look through ancestor and maybe put his name. Maybe it would take me back to his mother's grave, or maybe take us back to whatever plantation he moved on. Just knowing something about Georgia and knowing if she remembered exactly what northern state he said he was in. But he was working and he came on working and he landed in Magnolia, Mississippi and asked for my great grandmother's hand and met her. And he lived a long time right here in Hammond, Louisiana. Like I said, he lived until I was born. But maybe we still can research it. But I have a way of going to a picture of a gravestone for his mother because I have no.
You put in the name and the state, you know, closest you can find to where he lives.
Where he said he lived, right? Okay.
Yeah, you look it up by his statistics, like name, you know, his birthday, whatever. That would be on his mark.
Okay, now his grave. I'm not asking my mama what his grave is right here. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, so we did that, and my mama said,
You have to have an actual picture. You have his information, you type his information, and sure, it will pull up a picture of his, you know,
well, maybe his mother, because we know where he's at right here in Hammond, but his
yeah.
mother, which that probably the overground. I'm gonna have to ask mama, do they have any idea what great grandpa his what his grave is? Because back then, especially the DLK people, they wasn't really putting his stones on grave because it was too expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said if he had any kind of marker.
Even though the funeral home probably can find it, it's probably in their books and in their paperwork, and they probably can find his. But I still don't see how that's going to go back to other his stuff. But just knowing his name and me knowing that at one time he was in Georgia somewhere, that might can help me find,
Yeah.
maybe his mother or what plantation, what, you know,
Find your grave.
oh, okay. Yeah.
My son wanted to look up all of our relatives that were here. He knows some places.
But you know what? I'm saying all this, but my godchild, he did look up his ancestry and he's in the same family. So I'm sure it probably brought my grandpa up too. You know, 'cause sure, sure he brought him up too as he went to his mama's name. I mean, his mama's name and stuff like that. He was brought up her parents and then that was her mama's dad. So I'm gonna have to ask him. I'm gonna have to check with him. But I was just saying with the way we were handling the things that happened with us, it's so hard to go back much further, too far. We really can't go back too far. Now, where did you come here from?
So my everyday goes from Ireland, Scotland, and Germany.
Okay, okay, okay,
That landed over here from France.
okay, okay. And you say
And
you,
my husband's side is here.
and so you say y'all have went. You see what I'm saying? All mixed up colors and mixed up. Movies. So you say y'all have been able to go back to the 1400s.
Working from the other side. Right. This was the grave, clicking on it. On the grave, going backwards.
Right, and see, I doubt if we'll be able to do that with my grandfather because, like I said, my grandfather came here from a different area. And almost said one cousin one time came to stay with him for a little while. Her dad was because he was like a trouble person, and he wasn't happy because he was real strict. Great grandfather, they took him out strict he was. He was so strict that he had to run away at 25 and marry the first man she met. So that's just how strict he was. And my grandfather actually, my grandfather. Miss Suge, I know you have Indian. How far have you researched back, or have you researched back?
Well, my great grandma and so I were just that. And grandmother. So my niece and I did some research, and we were able to find my great grandmother's mother. She's been,
Excuse me.
we were able to find, we were able to find my grandmother, my great grandmother listed. My great grandfather was and Irish. His father was Irish, his mother was black, but they married and lived as husband and wife in Louisiana. We found that it was 100 acres owned, and my great grandfather was their own cat. And so right now we're in the research of it's a whole city built on the land in which we own. So he died a young man, and his parents had left him that property. So we're trying to trace. We've been able to trace that. Um,
Okay, so tell me this. I'm still trying to figure out how an Irish man, which would be a white man, was able to get licensed in the state of Louisiana to marry well, she was an Indian woman, a BK, a B,
but they were married. The deed of the property is business in the son's name.
okay.
How that happened?
Well, every now and then, like you said, we had privileges for certain people, especially like two people can get certain privileges. Certain things could be swept under the rug or looked for because of their status, or what have you. So yeah,
So it wasn't it. And then on my daughter's able to we have all this research a long time ago. So we know where everybody came from and where they settled in Texas. And my dad, my grandmother, and we have a family book for the whole history of here. She was a student. She was a woman, and there was no boy. There, my grandmother when they are they have a ranch in Fort Texas, still operated by the family, and still have all girls. They have no boys, 7 girls.
were they Indiana? Were they be okay?
But dad's side, his mother, grandfather's mother was Asian, and his, his her husband was black. So we don't. We started researching that. My husband and I thought we're Austin. I'm my birth name is Austin. We have some of it, but not all of it. His mom died. My granddad, they had 6 kids. He died at birth. But yeah, they tried to move her back home and in a wagon in the mountains proximity. So she passed when he was just a baby, not even a few days. We don't know a lot, but did find a lot about my grandfather's father and his family. Yeah.
My great grandmother on my mama's dad's side, she died. She alive after having, I think the twins. I think the twins were the last one. Because girl, look, we went to a family reunion and I was reading her grade, and her grade was saying that she was born in Stitcher, and she died in Stitcher. And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, this ain't right. I said, y'all, this ain't right. So they said that she was born this year and she died this year. I said, y'all said she had 15 children. And the death they told was only 30 years old when she died. I'm like, I ain't right about this. I was trying to figure out how she had them bad 30, 15 children and she was born this day and died this day. And that made her 30 years old. I was trying to figure it out, baby, because I couldn't understand. That's what it looked like. That's just what it looked like.
12 months, pregnant again.
And, and then my grandfather's dad, on that side of the family, they brought some people on my grandmother's side, my great grandmother's side, but on the dad's side, uh, couldn't find out his mother had three husbands and three sets of kids. So it's like weird as God. And we got a book. She got a book where she did research and stuff to try to go back so far. So yeah, so we found out that we still into that there were some Thompsons, but and see the census I guess showed like how many of this was in this house and what their names were and what that was and so on and so on. So like I said, it can be good for certain things, but then it can be bad for a lot of other things when people trying to look for you for different things or whatever. So yeah, the system can be good. And then on top of that, especially to fund the city or to fund the state and stuff like that to know how many people are actually there and how many are actually in the minority. But like I said, everything's so crooked and everything is so messed up now that they have people you ain't involved with no crime just because you associated with that person that is involved in crime. They have all kinds of people coming to your house.
It is opened up. I
Oh, thank you for being here.
guys all have a wonderful day today and carry that sunshine with you all.
All right, you too, darling. Love you
Right.
much. Bye.
One of the things that people did as the tribe recognized the lineage of athletes for 5 generations. And so I'm the third.
Okay.
It was a 5-year-old tribal citizenship. And so stuff is still working through. Um, we have our card, we recognize that kind of stuff. But then I'm working on harder because they they handled harder wrong to the reservation, but he didn't. And so now we were supposed to finalize guardianship. So they give me travel and notifying the child me that with this to be recognized and he'll have his own identity and identification and stuff.
Okay, so that's that's crazy how they do with the like like the people who are descendants of the native Indians and stuff. And then I hear people talk about Asian or whatever. What exactly is Asian other than Indian or other than black? I mean, what is Asian?
Japanese, they're Japanese or Chinese.
Okay.
These are, yeah. And so they Chinese, there were a lot of Chinese workers. There was a lot of Chinese brought to this country and they worked the railroad.
The police that work the restaurant, did they come on here? Did they come here to work on their own, or were they brought here like some of the slave people were brought here?
They were brought here like something.
Okay, so why is some of these people one of the field history, some of these VLK people can be some of the looniest people to me in the world. Because
How barbaric they were. They don't want to be.
no, I'm talking about the VLK people. I'm not talking about the VLK people. I'm talking VLK. I was on a live the other day listening to this person talk about um, they were, and you hear people say this all the time, but they were already here. Ain't nobody brought them. They,
Evidence that a lot of there's evidence that showed a lot of African artifacts were
artifacts, what you mean?
artifacts uh, they call them those pyramids.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Oh yeah, they're talking about something about the building, something that they on the high.
if you get the global, if you put the continent together, they fit right around Africa. So one thing, and it's apart. Look at those. If you ever get a chance to get one that's pretty flat, if you look at the pieces, they fit around Africa. So it's believed or it's spoken that Africans also from those areas, and when those areas broke apart, they moved, the continent moved, and uh, so some stuff. Uh, and he had a brother that was also already before Christopher Columbus came. Blacks were already here.
But they was in a certain area.
I don't know about all that. I just know that that taking something a black king.
But that's supposed to be up in some scrolls or some history that was left.
When you got Christopher Columbus, they time I knew came here, there was no one here. A lot of people here. And the Mexicans too.
Well, we already know that to me, like I heard Obama say, and like I heard this white dude say right here on this stuff here, said, how you gonna discover something when you said somebody was already here? Right. And then like Obama said, the Indians is not as native as we're saying. They just was here for a long time before Columbus came, but they came from somewhere else too. But really, everybody came from the Middle East. As you talk about that king that was in Africa, and then his brother came over here, everybody came from somewhere else. What land over here at first? You said something about when you look at the monuments and stuff, something broke apart or whatever. That's probably theory, but it is what it is. If the buildings do exist, if the buildings do exist, you can't say the buildings don't exist if they exist. DT.
Even though said those monuments were built, and they been here way before.
Okay. I thank y'all for coming in, and we did a little history on accessory. All right, that's great. I'm about to get out of here.
Getting these for people because they wait to count and who is where and all of it. You start there, put your face behind, and then you start saying research. People that associated with
Okay, okay. Sounds like a winner. All right. Bless you. Have a good day. I look at okay, we got a little talk on today along with some great music. So we're gonna end this. We're gonna end this right here. We're gonna end this right here. And little second. I take a good opportunity conversate with some um uh, people to get information about our society. As you know, as you don't know. And Jesus, thank you, God. Actually, thank you for with us, and uh, like only you can. And you help them. So, all of the and all of the
Oh, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy holy name. Yeah, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Here on earth as it is in heaven. Oh, give Amen. Lord, I know he's been mine. He's been my battle. And he's been your I'm coming home. For the Talking Points Talk Show.